This is the Red Line Network.
What's going on, Pebbles? Welcome to 49 Thursday. I'm your host, Ryan Neff, here on the radio, the Red Line Radio Network. NFL in full swing with the training camps. I went over a lot of this stuff last hour. So it's going to be a short show. Taysom Hill is no longer New Orleans Saints. It looks like the favorites to land him are either the Bills or the Broncos, from what I'm seeing here. Like I said, I went over a lot of this stuff last hour. I'm going to go over the schedule because we're getting close. Oh, with the Hall of Fame games next week, I don't care. It means nothing other than the fact that Carolina and Arizona fans and fans of the NFL, as far as the Hall of Fame goes, will be there. But if you want to know, the Hall of Fame game is next Thursday already. Then the following week, we're calling it preseason week 1. As soon as it comes up here. I don't put a lot of stock into this shit either. Just waiting to get to the first week, September 9th. But if you're interested in shit like this, preseason week 1, Detroit will be at Cincinnati. I'm sure most of the stars will see reps. Green Bay is at Pittsburgh. Indianapolis is at New England. Arizona is at Vegas. Los Angeles is at Houston. That's Thursday, August 13th. Friday, August 14th, Denver at Atlanta. Tampa Bay at New York, and Miami at Washington. Then Saturday, August 15th, Carolina is at Buffalo. Cleveland is at Chicago. Minnesota is at New York. Rams are at Kansas City. Jacksonville is at New Orleans. Philadelphia is at Baltimore. And Dallas is at Seattle. Again, if you watch week 1 of the preseason, and if you give a shit, then in week 2, Las Vegas will be at Houston, San Francisco at Los Angeles, New York is at Pittsburgh, Carolina is at Jacksonville, Green Bay is at Denver. That's on Friday. Saturday, August 22nd, Washington's at Detroit, Buffalo is at Cleveland, Atlanta is at Indianapolis, Baltimore is at Minnesota, New Orleans is at Los Angeles, Rams, that is. New York is at Miami, Chicago is at Cincinnati, Philly is at New England, Kansas City is at Tampa Bay, Dallas is at Arizona. Then we get to preseason week 3. I don't care. Thursday, August 27th, Pittsburgh at Buffalo, New England at Cleveland, San Francisco is at Vegas, Los Angeles is at Los Angeles. Friday, August 28th, Washington is at Baltimore, Atlanta's at Miami, Houston's at Carolina, New York's at New York, Tampa Bay at Jacksonville, New Orleans is at Dallas, Arizona at Green Bay, Seattle's at Kansas City, Cincinnati is at Philly, Minnesota is at Denver, and then Saturday, August 29th, Detroit at Indy, Chicago at Tennessee. I don't care. That's the first day of college football. I'll be not watching any of the preseason. I don't care. It means nothing to me. Other than the fact that someone of importance always gets hurt. Just ask the Carolina Panthers. If I should go over this stuff again, if you missed it, the Saints and Chris Olave. Now this is what I find funny. Chris Olave has signed a 4-year extension worth up to $132 million, $90 million guaranteed, whatever it is after taxes. But the Saints have confirmed that the Saints confirmed the extension, but did not disclose the terms of the deal. And how in the hell does anybody know that it's worth up to $132 million over 4 years if they haven't disclosed terms of the deal? The extension will put him on contract through the 2030 season. The Saints are going to suck this year, by the way. The deal is the biggest contract the Saints have given to a wide receiver since Michael Thomas got a then record deal worth up to $20 million a year in 2019, only 7 years ago. He will be making $30+ million a year for the Saints. Baker Mayfield said he felt disrespected and overvalued by the Buccaneers offer in the offseason. Said Thursday that he felt disrespected a little bit. He said that all contract discussions would cease until after the 2026 season concludes. He said, quote unquote, that's really the disappointing part, to feel undervalued after thinking you've earned it. He said even if the Bucs wanted to continue to try to negotiate, he said he won't be speaking to the organization, and that his agent is not going to be bothering him with it unless he's actually recognized for his value. Mayfield went on to say, if you waited this long to take care of your franchise quarterback, that's too bad because it's only going to get worse from here. I'm going to have a really big year. Highly doubt it. Mayfield got into specifics with ESPN's Jeremy Fowler, saying that the team offered him a 2-year deal, which was probably the most disappointing part. He wanted a long-term commitment. He also felt the guarantees were low on both the initial offer and a second offer. When asked about being among the top 10 or in the 50+ million per year club, Mayfield told Fowler he needed to be put in that category, and the Bucs weren't close. He's not worth that kind of money. If he balls out this year and the Bucs management's willing to pay that to him, more power to you. But he's not worth that kind of money. Just because he led the Buccaneers back-to-back division titles, you still couldn't get it done in the playoffs. This is reported by Jordan Rana. Giants have spoken with Cam Scatterbo after Fanatics Fest flip. Giants coach John Harbaugh and general manager Joe Schoen discussed it with the second-year running back. They prefer that he not do it leading into the season. So no more backflips, which he did at Fanatics Fest. She was probably drunk. Carolina Panthers wide receiver Chris Brazzell, he's having season-ending surgery. He tore his lateral collateral ligament in his left knee. The knee bone connects to the shin bone. The shin bone connects to the ankle bone. The injury came on a non-contact play during a 7-on-7 drill. Normally, those types of injuries are non-contact. And they should do a study. They should really do a study. All these non-contact injuries, and I'll say this, and I'll say it again: NFL owners, just have fucking grass already. Just it should be all natural turf. The Raiders gave you a blueprint. It's grass, and they roll it out to get watered and sun, and they roll it back in. There should be none of that artificial shit, the pebbles underneath. It's meant to be playing on grass. Football, period. The owners don't want to do it because the other stuff is cheaper. That's why I always say, I don't want to friggin' hear about their player safety first. They don't care the player safety. If you played it on grass, I'll bet you the injuries will lessen, especially the non-contact injuries. Derrick Henry said that retirement's not on his mind as he enters his 11th year. Why would he if he's going to be chasing down Emmitt Smith? He said today, I'll try to enter another season thinking about retiring and have that on my mind. That's not even my mindset. My mindset is how can I get better so we can be the best team we can be. I haven't thought about retirement at all. He's currently 10th on the rushing list all time. He needs 6,236 yards to surpass Emmitt Smith as the league's rushing leader. Statistic here, since 2000, only 4 running backs, Smith, Ricky Williams, Adrian Peterson, and Frank Gore, have recorded 1,000-yard seasons when 32 or older. And he is 32. Will he catch Emmitt? I don't know. Don't know. Keeps himself in good shape. Records are made to be broken. So we shall see. Pittsburgh Steelers, Broderick Jones, he has been cleared after 8 months with that neck injury reported prior to ESPN. Once initially thought that it might end his career. Last year, if you remember, he said, after the Chicago Bears game, I felt fine. I went in the next day and I was telling athletic director Gabe Appensaw, this is the best I ever felt after a game. And he was like, I don't know how because you're done. I'm like, what? It says here the injury, the first serious one of Jones's career, occurred in the Week 12 loss when Jones launched his head into the chest of Bears linebacker Dominique Robinson as Robinson leapt to break up a pass. As Robinson came down, he grabbed Jones's helmet, twisting the tackle's head down. MRI revealed the injury was far more serious than initially thought. He had a spinal fusion surgery soon after that and embarked on an arduous rehab that included more than 3 months of no physical activity. Glad to see that. To see he's back on his feet and among the mix of the NFL brethren again. ESPN, this is Ben Solak. They came out with an article, how Ward, Dart, Shook, and Sanders can improve. He says for Cam Ward, where he could get better is running and arm arrogance. Don't know what that means. I think the Titans will be a team to watch this year. I do. Says Jackson Dart for the New York Giants, where he could get better consistency. Yes, he struggles with consistency sometimes. He has to stay healthy, too. Thanks for the thumbs up. Greatly appreciate it. Tyler Shook. I don't know why they pronounce it Shook. It's Tyler Shaw to me. For the Saints, he says where he could get better recognition and sack avoidance. Yes, you have to have pocket presence. Play in the National Football League, or the No Fundamentals League, as I call it. Is basically what it is. Shedeur Sanders, he says, playing within himself. I don't know what's going to happen in Cleveland. I bet you they don't make any sort of decision on a starting quarterback, probably until a couple days beforehand. And of course, you're going to have other quarterback battles. You got Penix Jr. and Tua in Atlanta. You got the whole thing in Minnesota. McCarthy and Murray. And McCarthy said it's an open battle. And the whole Olave thing with the extension. Again, I still think the Saints are going to suck. Some other news come across the ticker. For the Bengals, this is reported by Ian Rappaport. Bengals edge Shamar Stewart, who was carted off yesterday after a scary-looking knee injury, suffered just a hyperextended knee and will have treatment for himself and Adam Schefter. I wanted to go to the updated Super Bowl odds as of today. Top contenders. Vegas has the Rams as the favorite, plus 550. Bills are second, along with the Ravens, plus 1,000. Seahawks are next, plus 1,100. I don't see the Seahawks. I don't know why they have them at plus 1,100. The Saints are going to struggle this year. I'm sorry, the Seahawks. The Seahawks are plus 1,100. Seahawks are going to struggle this year. They have the Chiefs and the Patriots and the Eagles at plus 1,600. I still need to see how the Patriots are going to be with the first place schedule. Don't know what we're getting with the Eagles yet with AJ Brown gone. Are the Eagles going to get back to a running game? And Chiefs, my Chiefs at plus 1,600. I need to see. I need to see the chutzpah. I need to see the cojones. How are they going to come off that abysmal season last year? And Vegas has their mid-tier and dark horses. They have the Chargers at plus 1,700. They have the Packers and the Texans at plus 1,800. Lions and the 49ers at plus 1,900. Bengals and the Broncos plus 2,000. The Bears plus 2,400. And the Dallas Jerry Jones is plus 2,500. The top tier, the Rams, yes, I can see. The Bills, yes. Ravens, the Seahawks, I would get out of there. Chiefs, I would bump down. Patriots, I would bump down. And the Eagles, I would bump down. Chargers are about where they should be. The Packers, I might put a little higher. The Texans, I still need to see CJ Stroud improve. Lions plus 1,900, but what's their defense going to be like? 49ers are always banged up. Bengals, Broncos are interesting. I mean, if the Bengals can put some sort of a semblance of a defense with the weapons they have on offense, and can Burrow stay healthy? And the Broncos, we'll see with that defense. Bo Nix regressed last year. Are they going to pound the rock? I don't know. The Bears plus 2,400. Again, Bears have to play a first place schedule. I don't know. And the Cowboys, I don't even know what to say. Really don't. I don't. If you want to go down the totem pole, The Dolphins are plus 75,000. So just put a buck on them and hope for the best. Cardinals are also plus 75,000. Imagine if you put buck on both of those and they both made the Super Bowl. And one of them wins. Jets are plus 35,000. Browns are plus 25,000. Titans and the Raiders plus 12,500. If I want to go more mid-tier, Colts and Vikings are plus 4,500. The guys over at the guys here at Redline Radio, the Steelers Nation. Steelers are plus 6,500. Steel City Renegades. I'm sure they'll put a buck on the Steelers. Falcons, Panthers, and Saints, all NFC South. They're all at plus 8,000. Hell, just put a buck on all the teams. 32 bucks. You put a buck on every team, right? And then like maybe, if the Buccaneers wanted at plus 5,000, But nonetheless, I'm going to end it there. And again, before I forget, because I didn't see anything else coming across the NFL ticker. I've been checking. Take my ugly ass off here for a minute. Put my ugly ass back on here. That's going to do it for me. Thanks for everybody that tunes in. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the comments. Thanks for the questions. Comments, questions, and constructive criticism is always welcome here for myself, whether it's 4 Down Territory, for what it's worth, Student Body Right, Early Eating Sports Buffet with the Ginch. Thanks for tuning in here on the Redline Radio Network. I'm Ryan F. I will not see you until Monday. 2 shows, Early Eating Sports Buffet with the Bench, for what it's worth. For what it's worth, my political show. Just all kinds of stuff going on, man. Just all kinds of stuff. I hope everybody has a fantastic weekend. From here on out, I am out of here. I will see everybody on Monday. Peace out.
Redline Network introduces our newest partnership, Outlaw Light. Outlaw is crafted for all of the beer drinking patrons of America. They aren't preaching or teaching, their mission plain and simple, to provide a high quality beer at an affordable price. Outlaw is crisp, crushable, refreshing. Available by the case, tall boys, 16-ounce 6-packs or singles. Go to outlawbeer.com to find the nearest can or tavern near you. The Redline Network proudly raises their cans to you. Stay bold, Outlaw.